guitar people, how are we? Tony here with another acoustic lesson. Today we've got a really fun one. We've got 12-bar blues with some really cool licks running through the whole thing. They're a little bit speedy, but with a little bit of practice, a little bit of muscle memory, and you're going to have a lot of fun with this one. So let's just dive right in, shall we? We're going to start at the end. We're going to start with a turnaround. And that's a really great way to kick off a blues, because turnarounds normally played at the end, then brings you to the start. So we're playing it at the start, which I'm not going to explain it too much. It just sounds right. Okay, so we're going to do this. Alright. So this is pretty simple. What we're going to do is take our middle finger, slide it from 1 to 3 on the B string, and then get the high E open. Alright, and then back to 3 again. And I'm going to pick down, up, down, and then I'm going to come back down to the second fret, same thing. 2, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, and then 0, 0, 0. And then I'm going to do like a little stab hammer on to 1 on the G, and kind of mute that afterwards to give that effect. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffed up. You might hear. I'm just on the back of a spell of a particular virus, so yeah, apologies if I sniffle during this. Alright, and then we're going to climb in to a B7, 0, 1, 2 on the A string, into a B7 shape. And you might notice I'm keeping the high E open and just strumming down like that. Alright, so alrighty, so now we're going to go into the full progression now, and basically there's a lick in E and there's a lick in A, and once you've got them both down, you've basically got the majority of the song. So let's kick it off with our lick in E, and it's going to sound like this. Alright, so basically what we're doing is we're sliding with our middle finger from 12 to 3 on the low E, and then I'm going into this power chord. Get my index finger on 2 on the A string, and I'm getting the low E open. 1, 2, middle finger on 3 on the low E, and then open again, right? And then the lick. We're basically climbing up the open E blues scale, and the first couple of notes go like this. Now what I'm doing here is I've got 3, 0 on the high E, 3 on the B, and then 0 on the high E. But I'm slightly bending that note up, giving it a little bluesy nudge. And I'm also raking into that note, which sounds like this. Now I'm getting that effect, and you don't need to do this, right? But it's a technique worth practicing because it sounds pretty cool. I've got my index finger muting the bottom 4 strings, alright? And that allows me to have that raking effect when I bring my pick down. Alright, so I'm getting just an extra bit of oomph with that note. Okay, so 3, 0, 3, 0, and then I'm going to take my middle finger from 3 to 2, slide, then pull off to 0, right? Okay, then I'm going to get my middle finger on 2 on the D, pull over to 2 on the G, back to 2 on the D, and then 0 on the G. And then I'm going to pull off from 2 to 0 on the D, 2 on the A, and then open, and then a quick pull off from 1 to 0 on the A, then 3 in the low E. And you need to get that quite quick for it to sound right, alright? So in total it would sound like this. nice and slow. Alright. Then we're going to do it one more time, but without the slide. So that brings us to our next part, which is the A lick, and that's going to sound like this. Alright, so we're just starting off the same, but we're doing this power chord in A now. So we've got our finger on the 2 on the D string, and I'm getting the open A string, 1, 2, and then 3 on the A string, and open again, right? Then the lick goes like that. Alright. So that first part goes like this. You slide your middle finger to 6 on the G, and then you've got 5, 5 on the B and E, right? Just using your index finger there to bar those two. Alright. Alright, so you go 6, 5, 5, and then climb back, 7, 6, 5 on the high E, and then 2 very quick bends on the A on the B, and then back to 5 on the B. Alright. And then I'm going to take my middle finger from 6 on the D, and I'm going to slide that back in to basically the top part of our E lick. Alright, so slide that to 2, pull off, and then just climb up the open E blues scale again, the same way we do in the E lick. So slide from 6 to 2, open, and then 2, and then the same 0, pull off, and 1, 3. And that's us back into an E lick again for one more time. And then we're going to do the E lick. And then that brings us into our next section. Okay, so for the next section is the last 4 bars, alright? So after we've finished that lick in E, we're going to slide up and do this. Alright. So, what we do here, after we've done that lick, we then take my index finger from 1 and slide it up to 5, and then go into a B7 chord. Okay, so this is me just barring the 7th fret with the E7 shape. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same kind of chromatic thing I did in A, but from 9th fret in the high E. Alright. So 1 and 2, 9, 8, 7, 10 on the B, 7 on the B. Okay. And then I do the exact same lick, but I'm using the 5th fret, right? This is an A7 now. Okay. So. And then I'm gonna come into my turnaround again, which we did at the start. And then I'm going to climb into my B7. And then you can either start again or finish it off with a cool E7 chord, or maybe up here with this is a Hendrix chord, so you're using that B7 shape on the 7th fret to be an E7, and put your pinky on the A of the B and finish it off in a cool fashion like that. So guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas. Again, these acoustic blues lessons are really not just for you just to copy, but to give you some ideas for some licks and for you to make them your own. So take it easy, and I'll see you soon with the next lesson.